Hi guys, Lumpy Ice Cream here, and today we've got action figure review, and on today's installment we're going to be looking at the Revelation of the Daleks collector's set. Now, first of all, Revelation of the Daleks is, in my opinion, the best Colin Baker story. I haven't seen every single one, so it's just based off what I've seen. But I just think it's a really good episode. Some pretty dark stuff. I can certainly see why people don't like it. But yeah, I just really do like that episode. So let's roll on with the packaging. There you've got the Sixth Doctor with his morning cloak. 1985, next to the bubble of Davros, played by Terry Malloy. And then you got the Necros Dalek and the Skaro Dalek. Revelation of the Daleks. Collector set's your basic packaging from that era. It's the blue packaging with the Doctor Who Revival logo there. Set the Doctor in the years, clear window, and then on the inside there, if my reflection doesn't get in the way, you can see a display from the episode. There's of course Davros's head, just really nice. On the top, Doctor Who logo, 4 posable action figures. Set includes 1 Sixth Doctor and cloak, one Davros with alternate hand, 1 Necros Dalek, Skaro Dalek. Side picture from the episode with the Sixth Doctor and Davros. Same information here with the set includes. We'll take a look at the other side before that. You get 2 Necros Daleks, and again the same information. Now, while usually in the past I have been reading out the bios, it could be potentially boring. Some people say, just read it yourself, but my camera won't get close enough and, you won't be able to read it basically. But who reads the bios? There's a picture of the Doctor, Davros, Necros Dalek, Skaro Dalek. As you can see here, maybe. I paid $79.99 Australian dollars for this set. Again, all the Doctors displayed there, all the Doctors circles. So that's the packaging done. Put that to the side and bring in the Sixth Doctor. Now, if you've owned a Sixth Doctor figure, or you do own one, you'll know what to expect here. It is the same basic thing, but with a cloak thrown over the top as an accessory. We'll take the cloak off for the meantime, just to get the articulation out of the way. So he features your basic Doctor Who 5-inch range articulation, rotation at the head, 360 at the bicep, the shoulder, bicep, elbow bends at about 90 degrees. The hands can rotate, but the sleeves get in the way. The waist can turn 360. The feet can go up to nearly 90 degrees, or the legs I should say. I'm all over the place today. The thigh can rotate, and the knee can bend. So yeah, standard articulation for Doctor Who 5-inch range. So yeah, this was my first ever Sixth Doctor action figure. Since I've gotten the 11 Doctor set, as you will know. It's a really good likeness to Colin Baker. The hair, in my opinion, I think the hair's a bit too dark. It could do being a bit lighter. Like if I just reach off and bring the packaging in. You can see his hair is very light, but it's not bad. I'm not complaining about it, I'm just making an observation. And then the jacket is just superb. You got the green, and then this mustardy, yellowy brown with the purple and black lines. The whole red, got some lighter green, pink, all different shades of pink. The yellow on the cuffs with the black pinstripes. The yellow down there. The cat badge. The patchwork on the collar. That same yellow and black pinstripe goes down the leg. It gets messy when you go to the inside, but because you're most likely going to have it like that, you're not really going to notice. And it's slightly more messy there, but again, you're not going to notice. And then you have his shirt, which you can't really make it out on my camera, but yeah, you can't really make it out, but there are his question marks there. You've got his bluey green turquoise, I call it a loop tie, I don't know why. Cravat, I don't know the correct term for what this is, but again, not really visible on my camera is the white polka dots. You have his two patterned waistcoat with the pattern on one side, pattern on the other. This is a stripe, whereas this is more of a zigzag. You got his green chains heading there. One complaint is that at the top there, underneath the collar, they've painted the waistcoat's shade of brown there when it should be white. It's corrected on the Terror of the Vervoids version, but yeah. So this is basically the same Sixth Doctor that you've seen in Wave 1 of the classic series, the pack with the Stealth Cyberman, and when they re-released him in the Toys R Us Dalek box sets along with Necros Dalek. I think that's all the releases, but again, like I mentioned, you do get a different accessory. Usually he'll come with like a sonic lance or something like that. Here you get his morning cloak from Necros that he wears in the story. It is a few different shades of blue. You get this dark, sort of rich royal blue, and then like a sky blue, baby blue, and then a different lighter shade on the inside there. You also get this gold rim that runs around the whole thing, like gold piping, and it's sort of like in a zigzag fashion. And then the hooks of the cloak are question marks, because everyone knows that Doctor Who in the 80s went wild with question marks. To put it on, it is a very soft rubber. Well, I shouldn't say that, it's actually quite a solid rubber. And you can just sort of hand it over. I have modified this cloak. I have boiled it and shaped it better to his body. After this review, when he's sitting on my shelf, I'm probably going to remove the arms and mould the coat more so it folds over here, because, I don't know, it's just, in the story you can't see his arms when he wears the cloak anyway. It pretty much drapes over. I'll see if it shows it on the packaging. Can you see that? That's how it sort of sits, and then here, I mean, it's not Character Options' fault. I mean, they did the best with what they could. It doesn't help that it's quite thick as well. But, we'll stand him at the back there. And then we'll bring in Davros. Now, this is essentially, from my understanding, basically the same thing as the one seen in the Resurrection of the Daleks set. I think maybe some decos on the chair might be changed though, and just other things here and there. But I don't own that figure. And here is Terry Malloy's Davros. The face sculpt is brilliant. It really does look like the Terry Malloy Davros. The head brace is silver, and yeah, the wires are too thick, but on a 5-inch figure, you know, it was either go for this or go for wires that are so thin that basically when you get him out of packaging, they'll snap. Because that might have happened. You got the blue head brace at the back there, the microphone, which I think is on this side for the Resurrection one. I'm not sure if I've got like a little silver paint chip there or not. Yeah, I have. Oh well. The back of his chair is a little wonky, but I can just fix that up. Now I'm not sure if it's just me and if it's coming out on camera, but his hand looks a bit discolored from the rest of his face. I don't know why, but the chair decos look really nice. You got the yellow control panel there, some green buttons with white tips, black there, green buttons, green, yellow, red, blue, white, all this different colours. And then you got like this clear thing here, where it's like a milky sort of colour. And then the skirt section is black with the silver hemispheres. You got the bumper section, bottom. The articulation is, you know, what you'd expect for Davros. His head can turn actually quite a bit. I wouldn't try and force it more than probably that, because you're going to damage something. But yeah, I've never actually tried to rotate the head that much. The arm can move up. Again, I recommend not moving it up too much because of the backs, the back of the chair. His bicep can rotate. His elbow can do a 90-degree bend, and his wrist can not only rotate, but it can come off. Now, as the packaging said, he comes with an interchangeable hand, which I have lost. I don't know where it is. It was basically from when Bostock shoots Davros's hand off, and he it's wrapped up with a tissue, and there's green blood on it. That's what the hand was. But he keeps the same feature. Oh, he is on 3 spinning wheels. But he does keep the same feature. What a catch! No. But yeah, he does keep the same feature as the Resurrection Davros, which was the first Davros to be made in the classic series. Where this can pop off to reveal the circuitry of the chair. Of course, that was only seen in Resurrection and hasn't been changed here. Not that it's a big deal, but sometimes it is noticeable, but that this is a separate panel. It's not when you're like looking dead on. It's not like the first thing you notice. Like if you didn't know it was there, it probably wouldn't be the first thing that goes to your mind, but sometimes it can be just very loose fitting, and I wish that they probably would have got rid of that after the first release. Next up, Necros Dalek. Now, I was very fortunate with the earlier figures that I got, as none of them had really faults with them. Eventually, across time though, they started to get scratches, and it's very rare to get an all-white figure where the paint is just 100% right, and there's no marks or anything on it. I had that, but since then marks have been put on it. You can't really see it there, but there's, yeah, there. And this was the only Dalek that I had bought where the plunger was stuck, so I had to do the trick of where you put it in the refrigerator, and then when you take it out after about 10 minutes, I think it is, and then you push the bowl in, and it will pop in and then come back out, and it will move. But unfortunately that does cause paint chipping, but whatever. Alright, so it includes your basic normal Dalek articulation. The eye can go all the way up and go down. It can rotate, the head can rotate. The gun and manipulator arm are on ball joints. They can also rotate at the weapon itself, but then it's on the spin wheel and two just regular wheels. So really nice paint job. I've always loved this deco for the Daleks. You've got the sort of white head, neck bins, eye stalk, just the skirt. The main body is basically white, and you've got like the gold hemispheres, gun, manipulator arm, stalk, the neck bin, and the eye is black. It's nothing too special. And, the black at the bottom there. It's just a really nice paint deco. Now we come to the part of the review where I'm missing a figure. When I had taken them out of packaging, right away the Skaro Dalek's eye stalk fell off. It was always very loose. I found it, but I put it back on and everything was fine. I wasn't going to glue it in place. But eventually, I bought these like last year, by the way, just for reference. But basically, the eye stalk had fallen off and it was lost. I don't know where it went. I looked everywhere for it, but I couldn't find it. Since then I have disposed of the figure because I just couldn't be stuffed with it. It was sitting there, it had no eye stalk, it looked off, so I got rid of it. If you've seen the genesis of the Dalek, it was basically that. Probably if you're curious as to that figure, it's basically this but with a different colour. Then you might want to check out someone else's review of it, you know, Batman March or whatever. So yeah, that was my review of the Revelation of the Dalek set. It's a really nice set. I'd say if you're a fan of Colin Baker, definitely get it. Technically you get a new variation of Colin with the cloak. It's not an accessory he's going to be holding in his hand. It's a fairly large accessory that you're going to get. The Davros is the same as the Resurrection of the Daleks one. So if you want to get that set, I'd say probably get that set because you get a different variation of Peter Davison. More so than that is a variation of Colin, because it is just an accessory. But this Davros is essentially the same as that one. Oh, excuse me. Where was it? Yeah, but the Necros Dalek was again, as I said at the beginning, when I was looking over him. It was released in the in the Toys R Us 2 packs with the 6th Doctor. The 6th Doctor didn't have the coat. It is just the basic one without any accessories. Just like no Doctor in those sets had an accessory, to my knowledge, anyway. And the Skaro Dalek is nothing special. It's the same 80s Dalek that's always been released, pretty much. You know, Genesis. But yeah, just the same basic thing. So this set is okay. It's not necessary for your collection because all of the figures in it have seen a release in some way or form. Not necessarily. The Necros Dalek is, to my knowledge, the only one that's remained pretty much exactly the same in its re-release. All of these are just slight tweaks and Collins case, a new accessory. So, yeah, that was my review of the Revelation of the Daleks set. I have changed my schedule again. It's just a flip around. Sundays were going to be the Doctor Who reaction, live reactions, plus when the episodes stop airing, the new series reviews, and Mondays were lumpy vlogs. I switched them due to the amount of time it takes for me to upload the reaction. I did start uploading it pretty much straight after I recorded, and it took about, if you've seen it, my camera cuts off at 30 minutes and starts recording a new take straight away, and it will, so it was in 3 parts, and it took 12 hours just for the first part to upload. So judging by that, they are going to be up Monday, they're not going to be up Sunday. So lumpy vlogs will happen Sundays, and the Doctor Who reactions / new series reviews will happen Mondays. So please tune in on Friday on my channel when I review the first ever Doctor Who episode, An Unearthly Child. And after that will be Sunday with the lumpy vlog. And yeah, I'll go into more detail about the next week of planning for that one. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please click the link down below to go to my Facebook, my Twitter. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And until Friday, I'll see you later. Bye.